Well, hello there. In this very different toy review video here, I've got the trains running right on the floor here, which I think is much better than just running, the trains on the bed, because if I did play with my trains on the bed, well, collisions will occur, and next thing my trains will be damaged, and that's not a very nice sight to see, and hear at the same time. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at some Flip Flap Origami Flappy Bird toys, and also some dinosaur stuff. Now, I've actually made some Flip Flap Origami Dinosaurs before, and yesterday, but this video, I'm actually not going to. So, I've actually got some Flip Flap Dinosaur merchandise toys along the way there. And these are the sort of souvenir items that I've actually just made recently. Now, the most common items I would probably say in this video would probably be the headbands. But these headbands are going to be almost exactly the same, but with some major differences. So I'm actually going to show you some more of these headbands. Remember I did a video on the headbands on Wednesday? That was quite amazing, wasn't it? With the train on the bed. Yeah, I think it's best if I should have just played the trains on the floor rather than the bed. But anyways, here what we have there at the moment though is another one of these Partysaurus hats though. Made like one of these birthday hats that I've actually just made. Once again, we've got this sort of Partysaurus thing going on here. And it looks pretty much the same, but there's actually a few differences going on here. I know that these headbands are all in the same shade of dark green, and once again it retains the sort of Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex head, like so, and also the Triceratops heads as well, but there's actually a bit of differences going on here. I don't know which one of these, and I've actually noticed that these aren't actual batches. They're not exact copies, but these are the sort of headbands I was actually having, an attempt to go ahead and just make a huge batch of these guys, and that's what, every single piece of merchandise really is. You've got two Brachiosauruses, or, I don't know, I think they're more like Brachiosauruses. And I've actually got a piece of, very interesting merchandise that looks like Brachiosaurus. A couple of Triceratopses, and of course the famous Jurassic Park head, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And all of them have got licensing info, and I've actually made two more of these, and they're actually using the same sort of pen I use, but I've actually noticed that because the pen was starting to run out of ink, they're actually starting to have a bit more of a lighter shade. Once again, we've got the same Tyrannosaurus Rex head, but there's actually a difference here. This one here actually lacks the orange line. This Triceratops head on the letter R lacks, the orange line that would have been there. If I show you the other one there, it looks like that. Okay, hopefully I've got it on screen or camera, guys. It's right over there, to where my finger is, or my thumb is, right there. And if I go back to the other one, where is it? It's missing. And probably it's because of my cretchiness sake. Oh my goodness me, I've forgotten to put that one up on that freaking headband. But on the other side, it retains the orange line, which is very, very nice, of course. And what's quite funny is that, I think the artwork is pretty much the same. This side here has got like a bolder letter R and a letter T, whereas on the other side, they're more thinner. Hopefully I've got them clearer along the way. I'll show it to you again, if that wasn't clear enough again. There it is there. There it is there. I was about to fire at that moment though. And here's another one I've made just now. Now this one's a bit different, because what I've actually witnessed and noticed so closely was that this Brachiosaurus, the letter S1, in the middle, or on the middle of course, actually has legs touching to that section there. Looks like it's lost a bit of white there. And if I go to the other side, it actually looks completely different. And you know why? The letter R and the letter T, they're not as bold as these two there. So I must have done a very, very weird factory error going on there. So I've got a funny feeling that, I don't know, I forgot to put, bolder pieces of font like that. Whereas these two, I've did it successfully. But nevertheless, maybe you have your own say about what piece of merchandise should I make correctly though. And speaking of merchandise, I'll push these headbands away to a side. I've got 2 of these Brachiosaurus bookmarks, which look quite amazing though. And they almost look exactly the same because they've got blue lines, dark green bodies, and a freaking tail that is also dark green and diminutive looking or miniature looking. A brown on the side, and you've also got a very weird ochre sort of neck and head. I was there. And it really is quite a very good looking bookmark, and if I show you what it says there, it says I was there. Not sure if you can read that properly though, but if I hold the other one there, it is there. I was there. And they've got pretty much the same pieces of artwork on the other side as well, but I've actually witnessed that this one here, if I take a look at the details correctly though, has got much bolder, thicker lines, whereas this one here has got slimmer, thin lines. So that's the major difference here on the way these toys and these pieces of merchandise have been created though. Feels like I'm actually sort of thinking maybe I should make a lot more merchandise than toys in relationship to dinosaurs. Hey, what do you think? And that's pretty nice. Oh, I've actually witnessed another difference here. This one here has actually got a bit more felt tip tannish brown detail amongst the ochre neck, like so, whereas this one here, there's only a few pieces of felt tip ink here, like this one here. There's a rogue one right there. That was a bit of a pun, eh, from the film, eh? Rogue One. Oh dear. Sorry, Star Wars fans. But there you go. The Brachiosaurus bookmarks. It's quite very nice. It's pretty much a very nice souvenir sort of thing there. You can literally read a piece of novelty, and then when you're finished with the book, you can just place these, freaking sauropods on your book, and then continue reading, your favourite book. That's very nice. Now, evolving straight away from dinosaurs, let's get into Flappy Bird, shall we? Oh yes. Well, as close as I am, with some very close scrutiny, we're going to be taking a look at a Flip Flap Origami Flappy Birds Common Tropical Southeast Asian Pigeon and Dove Species 5-pack. And without sounding like a cretin, it costs about £7. Okay, very simple. And in the back of the packaging there, here is a picture, in fact a variety of pictures of I think it's a red collared dove, and I'm pretty sure I almost said an emerald dove, but this is actually a male pink-necked green pigeon. Now I've actually covered these birds before, 3 males and 2 females, but I think it's going to mainly cover the male pigeons, of course. I think the female red turtle doves are exactly the same as the collared doves that you get in the UK, I think, but they've got a much more, a little bit more of a darker sort of plumage and tone. And it's getting a bit dark there because there's clouds there, but hopefully when the sun's there, it's going to light my way. And also, there's also another thing I don't have to worry about. The Tokyo Metro train is also helping me to light up this video here, and we all know that because it's got a very interesting front headlight on the top. If I show you, there's a bit of proof here. There it is there. It actually runs quite a bit quieter than the other trains, which is nice to hear and see. And I know it runs pretty slowly, but it's actually quite a very relaxing and soothing sound. In fact, it's one of the most quietest of all trains I've actually played. And it travels in pretty much a slow, but it's not as fast as the other trains, but runs quite nicely, of course. Anyways, let's get back to the pigeons. Here's the pink-necked male green pigeon, and as we all know, it's got a pink neck, but I don't think the pinkness on the neck, I almost said pingus, but the pinkness on the neck though, it's not as pink as the ones I've actually covered in a previous video, but it sort of looks cool, and a bit semi-realistic as well. That's what male pink-necked green pigeons are meant to be like though. And I've actually witnessed that, unlike actual pigeons, I think pink-necked green pigeons actually make sort of clucking and quacking sounds, which is very unusual, but they can still coo. Although cooing like an actual pigeon, is a bit of a rare occurrence and a bit of a rare piece of behaviour. This sort of bird, once again, it retains the sort of same detailing, but it's most likely pencil details rather than felt tip pens. There's the name here, male pink-necked green pigeon, but it's got pencil detailing, which is quite strange. And then I'm getting to this one here. What's this one here? Oh, it's a red-collared dove. Okay, without getting confused here, it's a male one. Yep, male red-collared turtle dove. Hopefully by showing you, there it is there, the full name of it. And Luke has came off the rail, so just give me a moment. I'm not going to do a jump cut, but I'm just going to go ahead and re-rail Luke at the moment though. It looks like his trainer has actually gone a bit, well, haywire. I'm pretty sure it's a bit too long, but hopefully I'm going to tackle this easily. Go on, Luke, go on. And I'm just going to traverse to the other side because I don't want to have my my full self being shown. Whoa! Just nearly taking out the camera though. Yeah, I think that's the software I'm just talking about. I've actually just nearly taken out the webcam software that I have at, in my freaking computer. But I'm going to continue straight away, hopefully. Oh boy, sometimes it can be really hard to make videos like this, but I've only got a few products, so that's going to be very nice. A few products to unpack and a few products to showcase, and that's about it. Done and dusted. But anyways, we're not done with the red collared dove, the male one. Got some rufous red details on the wings. Looks pretty terracotta-ish, I have to say. Got grey big wingtips, a grey tail, brown inner wing markings. I think that's inner wing markings because I think that's normally, when a bird is perched or landing, I think that's what they look like. I think I'll call these the outer wing markings. Okay, so it looks like that. And then you've also got these two small ones here. I'll come back to these ones later on, but we've got to cover this one here first. Now this is the one that I've also heard a lot when I have oh my goodness me, a funny a family home trip or holiday trip to Malaysia. Almost said the F word. Sorry about that one, guys. Sorry. But anyways, this is a spotted dove. I've actually seen these in Malaysia, which is obviously, the place I normally go to on my holiday. It's got a little orange or brown eye though. And they actually make this sort of weird cooing sound, but I'm not going to make the cooing sound, but I don't know. Maybe there's a link down there. I might try and find a good link down there and find what the sound of this bird makes. But it looks quite nice. It's got a brown tail, orange on the side, maybe a bit of a buffy sort of orange on the side. Maybe it's cream, I don't know. But maybe I could literally make a sound like this. Sorry, that almost sounded like more like a chicken. Sorry about that one, guys. But another thing to witness here is that you've got some black and white spots in the colour. That's what I've said and looked at earlier before. Oops, did I show it quickly? Oh, there it is there. Sorry, that wasn't clear enough. We're getting a few mishaps though, but we're getting to where we are. There's another piece of orange brownish detailing there. I think that's the sound that they obviously make there. But I'll try and put up a link in the description below to find out what noises it make there. And these two here, okay, I actually recognise these guys. And like the spotted dove, they also found in fact, all the birds that I'm actually covering at the moment though, all these are found in Southeast Asia / Malaysia. Now these are zebra doves, or zebra doves, and the reason why they're called that is not only for the fact they're related to the peaceful dove and the diamond dove of Australia, but they're also very recognisable for their black and white stripes. So that's why they're called zebra doves. And their stripes are normally on these sections of where the wings are, and also that section there. And I think I've actually heard that these guys, these doves here, have been introduced to Hawaii. And I think it's because these guys were a popular avian pet alongside with diamond doves, actual domestic pigeons. Very cute looking, actually. In fact, they're actually half the size of a feral pigeon, I guess, or maybe about the same size as a diamond dove. And they've got, you know, cute little blue eyes, and yes, that's what we all got. Very, very cute looking zebra doves. Also, they're literally about this, you know, literally about half, or maybe about half a digit. This, you know, I'm pretty sure it looks pretty much a miniature size. It looks pretty much a dwarf version of these guys that I've just covered. You know, the pink neck green pigeon, the collared dove, the actually it's called the red turtle dove, and the spotted dove. These guys there are much smaller than these ones there I've just looked at. And in fact, we're nearly coming close to the end of the video here, because I'm going to take a look at some grey herons. And it was going to be a small flock 5-pack, and it costs about £7.95. Can you see the price on the top left section there? I know they've got Pokeballs. Let me just take a look at the price. Yeah, it's all down to the gross summer weather that we have at the moment though. It's been quite obstinate, that wet weather though. It was, I don't know, it doesn't feel like what summer really is though. But anyways, here's the back of the packaging. Yeah, you've got a comical looking sort of weird grey heron. And then you've got this sort of very weird, well, semi-cool looking anime-like grey heron on the top with, you know, a very huge variety of colours on the beak there. In fact, it's got pink, red, orange and yellow, fiery colours on the front, and then you've got pink legs. It's interesting, I must have covered a video about this before, about the juvenile grey herons before, because I think I must have done an actual toy review about it, and that was actually quite interesting. And I've actually witnessed that grey herons also have more colours that they also have apart from yellow, pink and brown legs. They also have grey legs. And if I show you to one of them, actually if I show you one of these guys, they actually do have a bit of grey leg action here. If I show you this one here, going a bit closely, with the trains in the background, yep, it does. If I show it to the other side, there it is there. Bit of proof to you. They also have, yep, grey legs. That's very, very nice to hear. Very, very nice to hear. Very good indeed. Let's fly this one away. And here's a very interesting patterned one here with the beak. Okay, very interesting patterned beak version here. It's got pink legs. In fact, I don't know if greyhounds retain yellow beak colorizations only with, you know, pink legs. Getting quite confused there. I'm not sure what I'm actually talking about, but okay. Let me go into the actual grey heron here. This one here has got yellow legs. Very, very cool looking, and also semi-realistic looking as well. And yeah, that's just about it, guys. But I've also got two brown-legged grey herons. Let me grab this one here. Now this one here is, yep, quite interesting. I think this is the second version I've got. In fact, this product has got the second version, because I'll show you the first version along the way though, and I might try and explain along the way and why I've actually made two along the way though, because there's some very different eye actions going on here. And all of them have got the name grey heron, but I don't think their leg colours are mentioned in their names. But let me go to this one here. I have to admit that this first one here that I've just made was a bit more of a, well, let's just say far more aggressive and a bit of a butcher's job. And what I was trying to do was to try and cover the yellow, how do you say it, the yellow part of where the birds, I'm trying to cover where the cheeks are. The yellow cheeks. In fact, I accidentally coloured the cheeks in yellow, and then I came up and just coloured in, you know, the rest of the bird cheeks grey. If I turn to the other side here, and I've actually noticed that the eyes are also very, very different compared to the other heron I've just looked at. And I was actually trying to get the way I want this bird to look at. And to be quite honest, for my first failure, I've learned something along the way, is to just take my time and just do stuff pretty neatly next time. That's the best way I could have done, guys, I'm sorry to say, but nevertheless, it looks quite good. And that's the best it can get, which is very, very nice to hear. And also another mistake I've also witnessed, grey herons don't normally have this sort of neck colour in grey. They normally have white necks with some black stripes in the middle, which is very, very true. But anyways, that's just about it in this video, guys. Nothing much to say, but just having a whole bunch of Flip Flap toys about birds and dinosaurs along the way. Oh yeah. So that was quite a very simple Flip Flap toy, you guys. Not much complexity here, but I gotta tell you what, guys, even though it was a bit of mishaps, I think this video has done a much better job than previous videos before my YouTube channel, I believe. So, if you enjoyed this video here, please give this video a like. If I show you the thumbs up correctly though, like so. There you go, like so. Subscribe for more Flip Flap videos on YouTube. And until next time, guys, there's nothing much to say other than the fact that you can just watch a pair of trains going by in this video like so. As always, thanks for watching and thank you again, and bye for now.